There's a story from Michael Malice about the Soviet Union where, obviously, it's one party, and you can't be an enemy to the party. We're all in this system together. If you're an enemy to the party, you get sent to Siberia. You get sent to the gulags. There's no room for these exploitative bourgeoisies, let alone anarchists. So the people, who were quote unquote enemies of the party, middle of the night, get arrested. Let's say it's a man, a husband, a father. Now they go to the wife and they consider, why are you married to an enemy of the party? So the wife gets arrested. And if they have children, now you have an orphan overnight, and the neighbors, the friends, can't take in the child because then the Stasi would go to these people and be like, why are you taking in the child of the enemy of the party? So then you have an epidemic of orphans in these socialist countries. Not only were they orphans, they lost their family, they lost their home. So you had an epidemic of kids committing suicide in the Soviet Union. What love, what validation, what freedom do you have under socialism? You have apathy. That's why people become cynical. You lose property. Socialism is the abolition of private property. Not just on what you own materially, but on yourself. It's a form of public slavery. So then what do people sell when they have nothing to sell? They sell their bodies. That's why you have more prostitution. 13-year-old girls arrested in the Soviet Union, selling themselves. What do we have today as we're going step by step to more socialism? More inflation. This is just a policy. The politicians are implementing these policies step by step to socialism. Well, with the digital age, you have this form of prostitution, OnlyFans, pornography. People become apathetic. They don't care. They feel like they have nothing to lose. Socialism isn't about love. It's about power. It's about control. You have no choice to love. You're forced to love. This is like, what is it when you're forced to do something or you're forced to love something against your will? It's not love. And my time at Occidental, I was like in this survival mode of being like shut down. I couldn't have conversations with my professors. They're all socialists. Yet they know nothing about the Soviet Union. They know nothing about this history of freedom and what it means to lose freedom. And I was just scared to talk to these professors. Because, like, they're going to say, oh, who are you? What do you know? But it's so fucking stupid. It's literally just this religion of, it's not even science. But they'll say it's science. It's just dogma. What is science? Real science is using deductive methodology to find truth. The empirical method of science, you can never know anything for certain. We just use a theory, a hypothesis to check history, to check data. And we can either falsify or verify a claim, but we can't say that this hypothesis is indefinitely valid universally.